I mean, somebody help me out with this here. I mean, does anybody in the Republican Party have a goddamn spine? Anybody? Sorry, sons of bitches.
Sorry, sons of bitches. That is Texas Paul, as he's known on YouTube and TikTok. His real name is Paul Schroeder. He lives in East Texas. He's a former small business owner, a grandfather who said he started doing some of these videos when his granddaughter showed him how to use TikTok, and he wanted this to simply be a platform for him to be able to scream into the void. Well, he has become a mega viral sensation, and in this particular video, he was reacting to the news about Kevin McCarthy, the House Republican leader. The New York Times came out with a story last week in which they reported that Kevin McCarthy, shortly after the January 6th insurrection on January 10th, had a phone call with Republicans in which McCarthy expressed his support for Donald Trump's resignation and said he was going to call Donald Trump and urge him to resign. But when the New York Times reporting came out, Kevin McCarthy said that the reporting was totally false. Totally false? Here's the audio tape of Kevin McCarthy's phone call.
From what I know of him, I mean, you guys all know him too. Do you think he'd ever back away? But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call him. This is what I think. No, it'll pass the House. I think there's a chance it'll pass the Senate even when he's gone. And I think there's a lot of different ramifications for that. Now,
so there you heard it. On January the 10th, a few days after the January 6th insurrection, Kevin McCarthy was telling other House Republicans that he supported Donald Trump's resignation and that McCarthy was going to have a conversation with Donald Trump and urge him to resign. And so for Kevin McCarthy to say, oh no, this reporting that I was urging or supporting resignation is totally false, well, he has now been undercut by the audio tapes of Kevin McCarthy and Liz Cheney. And so this has prompted all kinds of very strong reactions across the internet, but nothing has gone quite as viral and seems to have struck a chord quite as much as Paul Schroeder. And again, he's an ordinary East Texas former small businessman, a grandfather who started making these videos just a couple of years ago and speaks in a very folksy, plain style, and it has caught on.
Lying, sorry ass, dirtbag piece of shit. You know them TikToks say how fucked up is fucked up? Forgive the noise, I'm out here standing by the road so nobody else can hear me cuss. But you ever see them TikToks how fucked up is fucked up? Well, Liz Cheney is the most honest person in the Republican Party, and that's fucked up. I mean, my God. You know, Kevin McCarthy's been running around, running his mouth. I never talked to Trump. I didn't say shit to Trump. No. January 6th insurrection, I didn't talk to him. Not at all. Now, here's the fucking tapes of him talking to Liz Cheney where he's talking to Trump about, you need to resign because this impeachment's going to pass.
Texas Paul describing Kevin McCarthy as a lying dirtbag piece of shit. Well, it's not just ordinary citizens who are reacting very strongly to the news about the House Republican leader McCarthy. Over the weekend, Massachusetts Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren went on one of the Sunday talk shows and described McCarthy as a liar and a traitor. And by any objective measure, Warren is correct. But one person who's not objective, of course, is Donald Trump. And while the reporting says that Donald Trump was not happy to learn where Kevin McCarthy was back in January of 2021 about Donald Trump's actions related to January the 6th, Donald Trump has forgiven Kevin McCarthy because McCarthy, according to Trump, has come around and seen the light. Clearly, Kevin McCarthy is willing to do anything to promote his own power, to become House Speaker, even if that means licking the boots of Donald Trump. And in so doing, Kevin McCarthy has proven that McCarthy, has no integrity, no backbone, no principles, and no shame. And nobody summarizes all of this better than Texas Paul. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us. Tell me what you think in the comment section.